All right, so I teamed up with 3D Changer and I was offered by them a free week's trial to review their software and potentially partner up with them in the future. I'm going to run this straight from scratch. I'm going to try and make this as simple as I possibly can from start to finish. I'm going to do a commercial wrap on a Cybertruck, and I'm going to literally start from the beginning. So I've already downloaded this here. I'm going to go to my downloads, and I will be doing some clipping in some of my videos. But let's see here. We're going to run it. Can't start it. Let's extract them first. Put them into there. Okay. So now, I shouldn't be saving it to my downloads actually. Let's do this somewhere else. I like to save it to my expansion. We'll call this 3D Changer. 3D Changer is a wrap software for those who are watching and don't know. So, okay, now let's extract. Probably clip this and speed it up a little bit, being that the files are so big. Okay, now that this is in here, let's upload, or let's open the application and see what they have. This is literally my first time opening it. We're going to see about how to log in. We're going to see about how easy it is. Straight up review. There it goes. It's loading. All right, let's see. I'm also going to open up my email over here to see exactly how I need to do this. Seems pretty easy so far. I'm going to say I forgot my password. Let's see. Okay. Because they gave me this trial, I think this should go pretty easy. I should be able to reset this password with no issue. I do recommend that you have a computer that can handle this software. Okay, let's see if that worked. My mic did cut out right here, so I do apologize. I was going through just looking at them. Apologies for the dead silence. Minor experience in Blender, so I don't know exactly how this is going to translate, but we will see. With that being said, they have plenty of options here. I think my mic just cut out before. Apologies for that. Studios, outside, dirt roads, looks pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go with the sky theme. Actually, it just downloaded all of them, so we're gonna let that load here. Taking a little bit to download here. My mic kept cutting out. I had to get a new mic. Okay. Now that that is going, again, I'm excited to see what kind of cars they have to offer. I've been seeing this all over Instagram. They're doing a great job marketing. I've used other programs before, but they tend to be quite expensive. So I'm gonna clip this real quick as this loads. It's telling me wait. Guess we'll still wait. Loading. Again, I highly recommend. This is a 3D software, as by the name. I would recommend that you have a powerful computer in order to do this. Okay, please close the software in order to activate the downloaded files. Okay, so it's shut down. Let's open it back up. Oh, maybe that's not going to open from the correct location. So let's make sure from here. Yep, that's what it was. Okay, there it goes. Give it a second. Okay, now I have this. So I guess it requires a restart there. When you open up or when you download a new project scene. So let's try this parking garage in the sky. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, fantastic. Let's see what the controls are. So I can drag by clicking and dragging. Same thing with the right click. Angles are great. The lighting is fantastic. I know that you can change the wheels and mod different aspects of the car with this, but as for this video, I'm just going to be doing what I am going to try and do with wrap designs. And the whole idea of this video is to get from point A to point B of start your design, whether that's on Photoshop or Illustrator, bring it back into this program so you can see exactly how it's going to look and present it to a client in a very professional way. And then from that point, potentially use this program to try and print from it. I have no idea what their templates look like. I have no idea how this works. Again, this is straight from scratch. Let's see what kind of vehicles they got. So I'm going to type in Tesla. They have the Cybertruck, which was exactly what I was looking for. Good. Again, after a download, it's asking me to close the software. Perfectly fine. I have it open. It's loading much faster now. Fantastic. There was an autosave, but that looks like that's a hold from something else. So let's go to the sky, open the scene, change the vehicle. Again, go to my Tesla Cybertruck. Nice. You can zoom with your scroller. I suggest using a mouse with programs like this, an actual mouse, not a trackpad. Close this. It's on the materials. Fantastic. And look at that. They have the materials that you need if you were to show a color change. So there you go. There's your high gloss black, 3M. I can see they have other colors, and it looks quite realistic. The rendering is actually really nice. And I am running pretty high specs on this computer. I'm sure I could make this look even better. I don't have virtual reality to do this. maybe that's something that I invest in the future. Again, I've seen this color on quite a few cars. This is a very accurate representation, and even though my computer monitor is not color calibrated, this is pretty accurate to real life representation of what that color looks like. So, with that being said, let's make this white. Just matte white for now, just to see what we got. Let's see what the designs they have to offer. Okay, so wrap stock. Heard of wrap stock. I like what they do. I like that they're probably doing some type of partnership with designers on there. Absolutely awesome. Could do partial wrap schemes and then my designs. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So if I want to add from my designs, I'm going to assume that I need some type of template. And with that, I'm going to have to figure out where to get that from. So if I'm in here and I go to my 3D changer, content, those are the packs. So from this point, I am at a little bit of a standstill because I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to get a template for this vehicle. Let me take a quick pause and I will figure it out on their website. So on their website, they have import your wrap design. And again, I'm doing this straight from scratch.
Wherever you are, we make sure pests aren't. Ehrlich Pest Control.
I can see them.
In this video, we'll show you how to import your wrap design into 3D Changer and adjust it in the editor. First, prepare your design using the Universal template. This template ensures your design is placed correctly on the 3D car model.
So this is what I'm looking for. I need to find this 3D template.
You can find the download link in the description.
Download links in the description, although I need a different vehicle. This is for a different vehicle. I'm going to need individual car templates. There it is. Okay. Wow, it's all in Google Drive. This is exactly what I was looking for. These are my files. I need their files. So let's see what we have. Type. I need Tesla Cybertruck. I'm going to go down to the T's. All right. Tesla Cybertruck. Which one did I open? I am in, I think this is the old Tesla. I don't want to quit the application, but I need this. Okay, so let's just do this. Okay, and here they're going to give you a mesh, which I really like. That's what I was curious about. But I'm going to see what file they have. And I'm going to download, it looks like a fairly simple mesh, and it's a PNG. So, for those of you who know how Blender works, this is typically what you end up doing. This is my templates that I normally use to design on. What I'm probably going to have to do here, oh, those are the windows. See? We're learning something. This is just the windows, and here's your whole body. So, knowing what I know about Blender, I'm just going to do something quickly, and then I'm going to move on to the next video. I'm going to make this a wonderful bright green, and I like how they have their templates just as such so that you can see exactly what you're working on. What I don't quite think is going to be a one-to-one is the sizing. Now, I could be completely wrong, and this could be a 10 scale. I haven't figured that out yet. I will probably be able to figure that out in the next video. So, with this, let's just do something really simple. Really simple. Can't get any more simple than this. Let's make it white. And we're going to have this come across both doors, just like that. Have this do this. What I would normally do is take this panel, reflect it. For now, I'm just keeping it clean. Really like how they have the full, you can see that this is the top of the hood, this is the bumper, this is the lower half of the bumper. I really like that it's broken down. I'm very interested to see how their mesh actually warps to the car. Again, I wouldn't recommend using this software right out of the gate with no 3D experience. I would definitely look up some YouTube tutorials on how you can get involved with 3D, especially knowing how to use Photoshop in a 2D space and bringing it over to 3D. And actually what I'm going to do is label this template. And then now, since I saved it to my download folder, I need to just click save, I think. So if I just click save, and I save it as a PNG over this, we should be good. But I know I'm working with NASCAR skins and all those other type of 3D things. You got to get rid of your template or else it's going to show up on your actual design. So again, let's save a copy. I'm going to save over that. Probably will save this in a different spot so that I know. I'm actually going to save it large, this way the quality comes through. And from here, I'm going to go back into 3D Changer again. It was running in the background. I was looking at my performance. It's not crazy on the RAM, which is good. Okay, let's go to Design and Actor. Yeah, this guy. Okay. Import, Downloads. Go back to my design. I gotta double click. Oh, interesting. It's per panel. I wonder if I can say the whole car. Wow. It has, this is very similar to Blender and importing materials, which is great. Look at that. So that goes there. Now, I'm curious as to why that's not green. But set to actor. Everything appears to be good except for this front one. I'm gonna do a nice little screen capture so I can make my thumbnail. But I am curious as to why this isn't showing up. It did translate exact though, which I'm very excited about. It translated identically as it was supposed to over these body lines. It doesn't appear that this got skewed in any way. Whoever built these meshes really did a good job. I understand that this is a flat car, but I'd like to know what's going on with my front bumper. So my parts, my mirror, my handle, we can see it may not be in the materials, but that's just fine. Oh, no, there's a front bumper. They call it a bonnet. Love that. My Australian friends call it that. Well, I will figure that out in the next video. Thank you for watching, and thank you 3D Changer for this opportunity.